Good morning. I wanted to get back to the Mitre ATT&CK framework today. So I have been spamming you all recently with pictures of my child, pictures of me in a crown, pictures of my dinner. So I thought it would be a bit more serious this morning and talk to you about the execution tactic in the Mitre ATT&CK framework. So essentially, execution just means running malicious code within your environment. So it's an attacker running their code on your services. So usually it's done in conjunction with another tactic to kind of help further the attack. So for things like moving around the network or stealing some information. So how might we go about it? Well, we might phish a username and password. So we've got our initial access into the network and then log onto a server somewhere, maybe execute some Python commands, which could do something like install a backdoor or elevate our own privileges further. Or we might run some code that exploits a vulnerability in an application. So that could help us get some additional usernames and passwords that would then get us access to other areas of the network or into other applications that we're kind of trying to get to. Or if we've got admin credentials, then we might use those to abuse the task scheduling functionality. So we could use that to initiate the running of some malicious code at a specific time. Or we could exploit it further by setting up recurring executions of that code. We might even get a user within the target organisation to run the code on our behalf. So, for example, by sending them an email with a link or an attachment, which has got some malicious script in it, or it's running like a .exe file, so we can get the user to actually execute the code for us. So how do we protect ourselves? Well, having a good email filtering service in place will block malicious messages that are coming through. So something like Office 365 ATP, where it's got safe links and safe attachments functionality. We could use an antivirus or an anti-malware solution because these can quarantine any suspicious files. And then having good privileged account management processes in place as well. So doing things like restricting PowerShell execution to administrators only, and using things like privileged identity management to only elevate privileges when it's really necessary. So hopefully that was useful, and I managed to condense it down enough. If you've got any comments, please drop them below. Otherwise, speak to you soon.